Top of the hour, and I will be launching telephone calls to everyone who should be involved. And just got our services back up and running. For those of you who don't know, we had all services out in the Russian Hill area, at least, of San Francisco. So let me make certain that everything is running and then launch that call. I can actually do that right now, as a matter of fact. So let's begin this. Turn this down a little bit. Okay. And okay, bless you, my son. We are live streaming. Let's see who else we can bring on. And we will start with Paco Morales. And hopefully things will work as smoothly as possible. Internet just came on minutes ago. So I want everyone to understand the situation was that Comcast Xfinity internet carrier services were shut down by something throughout the Russian Hill area of San Francisco, and at least. And we're very lucky to get them up at the time that they came up. They always provide themselves some leeway and say that they'll have it ready, hours and hours after they usually get it up, just so they can cover themselves. And they did well by getting it up in time for transmission today. And so we'll see if we can bring Pac-1 on with Jameson Reese and myself right now, and that should be enough to keep us all occupied. In the meantime, Jameson can take the stage while I...
Yes,
Yeah.
folks, I will definitely have to start with an important announcement.
Yes.
Douglas Dietrich needs your help. As you know, he is the only informant who is, well, one of the only informants who is fighting and has done his work fighting the cultists of the kings of Edom, and he has paid for it dearly with his loved ones. And the fact that they continuously, as we can clearly hear by how they tried to shut off the power to the cable to his area, he continues to be under attack because of what he exposes. Please do support him at his PayPal, which is I believe is linked on the Facebook timeline, and it's also linked on your videos. Also, be sure to check out his books. His books can be found with the co-authorship of Peter Moon on skybooks.usa.com, and you can also find them by searching by his name, Douglas Dietrich, on Amazon. He, of course, exposes the bullshit World War II cult that seems to continue to dominate the History Channel and bleeds into this alien bullshit. And he exposes the overly romanticized, dramatic, and completely unrealistic Hollywood vampire farce for what it is by revealing the truth of vampires in his book Vampirology. Of course, the book on World War II and how the United States actually lost the war to Japan is the demystification of World War II and Roswell.
Bless you.
And,
Go on. Yes, by all means.
yes,
Continue.
these are both recommended reads because of the amount of detail put in them. These are historical details, historical facts. He is by far the only person in the information stage who is not giving us speculations or spinning a narrative. Contrary to what Peter sometimes tries to hint at. I'm gonna call bullshit for what it is. It irritates me sometimes quite a bit, knowing just how, because I know firsthand how accurate your information is, and I've dealt with the false information out there before I was introduced to the information you had, and I saw how badly that information failed firsthand. So, I mean, the proof is in the results. That's all I can say. Well, I mean, again, we are talking about I love Peter, and of course pray for him, because, they do seem to be doing something like microwaving his prefrontal cortex while we're not looking. And,
Oh, they do that to so
or
many. Yes, that's
yeah, they seem to do this to a lot, especially those, and they always happen to be white males. So there you go. There is a pattern to it. I think that might also be because they don't think anyone will listen to us colored people or take us seriously. So
there's that the challenges that we work with. Well, Peter, he does his best, and he's without him, the book never would have gotten out at all. So we do want to appreciate that. Thank you, Jameson. That was wonderful. God bless you, and I appreciate your enthusiasm. Yes, our biggest annoyance, of course, is that Peter watches just too much Fox News, and
yeah, I think what happens is they have his TV wired so that whenever he changes the channel, Fox News just comes up. It's like the only channel they'll wire him to for
that
that
was
information.
that was bizarre. That, by the way, Paco Morales is with us, and we want him to take the stage for the opening hour. And I want to thank Jameson for opening the transmission period. I'm going to be putting up some of the hyperlinks, and I do want people to understand that the funny thing was that Derek Talley, the Marine Corps truck driver, who the weird guy EB, who apparently is a real person, was asking about repeatedly, to the point of trollery, because anyone who's been listening lately knows what happened in that case. And
Well, I have a little joke. I think EB wants to feed Derek Talley some white meat
yeah, there we are.
because
Yes,
his channel seems to have cooking on it. So,
yes.
maybe they want to well, he might want to serve him some other type of meat or
Or something
uh,
there. Yeah, some kind of team up. But in terms of Derek Talley, the funny thing that he said several times was, "Oh yeah, I go to some of these hotels and they got everything programmed for Fox News. As soon as you turn it on, it's the the Murdoch channel that's on." And then this was a guy who would continually on his Facebook post articles from Fox News.
Yes, I noticed that. I always told them, bro, this is Fox. Are you really going to trust their information all the time? And it's strange because every hotel I went to, I swear you could check every hotel I've ever been to with women. You can definitely change the channels from Fox News to other news channels.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. And so with that, we will bring on Paco Morales. God bless you, dear brother. So glad you were able to come today. And I definitely want to dedicate a show to you soon. I had already pre-dedicated tonight's show to my anonymous donor. And of course, her as a sponsoress, I cannot give her name. So maybe this will be a dual dedication. But definitely, there are many people who have helped, but above and beyond them all has been Pac Morales. And Pac Morales has contributed 200 United States dollars. God bless him. And by all means, the stage is yours. Pac please catch us up on what's been going on with your life, how things are going lately. And I hope everything is going as well as possible.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Douglas. Going on, JMO. Good evening, everybody. You know, Douglas. I'll always help out my brothers.
Bless
That's not even for recognition, man. That's for you, brother. Yeah, I've been busy. I'm here at the last stretch of September. I'll be done with the taco truck. I have someone who's buying it. I'm currently in the talks of trying to sell the business more than just the taco truck, because the business would be worth more than just the truck itself. Because if I sell just the truck, I'm gonna have to strip everything off of it, like all the paint and logos and stuff. Um, so I'm there. It's been just crazy, just crazy. The number of events and caterings and stuff is, I'm looking forward to being done. It's something I love doing. It's something I love doing. And it's not ever really work, but it's very demanding of your attention. And my legs and ankles are pretty much shot from the season, man. I'm just ready to lay back. I have been in the talks with a couple places that one place wants me to open up. It's a nail salon, a massage parlor, a hair salon. It's just like tanning salon. It's just huge. It's huge. They do. I mean, it's like over the top. Like it's an all women's spot. I mean, men can go there too, clearly, but like it's just like it's pretty much everything I probably would need to survive for the
Thank
winter.
God. Yeah.
But they want me to come in there and open up in their cafe. They have a cafe and there's no one in there. And actually, funny thing is, I had already went and checked it out one time because they asked me to come because they had a lady that was there that was supposed to be running it, and she just stopped showing up for a month. And then I came and I took interest in it, and they notified her, and then she started like saying, "Oh, well, she had bought all this stuff, and she was gonna, she was planning on this and that and the third." And 2 3 weeks later, she still never showed up. So they told her, we can't. We're gonna go with someone else. So they ended up calling me, apologizing, like, "Hey, we're sorry. Just wondering. You remember how we said that someone else is gonna just kid in? Like, you got time? Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll try to make something happen." I told him, and so I'm gonna give it a couple runs. I'm gonna run it a couple of days this month, just maybe a couple of Taco Tuesdays, and see how that goes. And then hopefully that does something good. And if it does, I'll seriously consider running it a couple more days a week. It's actually September. We're barely into the first week of September, but it's been quite an adjustment seeing how my oldest daughter, she's 15, past year and a half, she's been virtual school, so she's helped me tremendously with my younger two. I mean, with waking up, she would be virtual school, but wake up with the kids, and she just basically like playing mom, helping out, doing what she can, and now it's on me because she's back to school in person. So I wake up with the kids every day and do their breakfast, and then I got to do things around the house, and then get things ready for my business. So then I'm running around with two kids, lugging them around. Tell you what, yeah, it's some work. Definitely some work. But so that's it's the adjustment this past week has been something else. It's been a learning time. And that's basically, I mean, I just ups and downs, crazy shits happen, just just weird things, but nothing too serious or too much to put thought into right now. I'll wait on later on and see if anything else happens. But other than that, it's been good. I can't complain. I just sent in one of my cars to get fixed for my wife, but now she doesn't want that car, so we're probably gonna get it out the mechanics and then get it fixed and sell it. And then I'm looking to trade in my vehicle and get a truck out. So I want a truck. I've been riding the Mr. Mom fucking third row SUV for the past 2 3 years. I'm done with it. I want a truck now. So yeah, that's really all I've been going on, man. Been doing a little bit of music here and there. Other than that, I mean, just hanging out. I've been I got a little garden I've been growing and stuff, man, and it's crazy. I got like freaking 6.5-foot plants right now, and
wow.
I've never seen plants this big ever in my life, and it's pretty cool. So it's just daily life. I'm up about 5 a.m. and I'm in bed by 11, and back up the next morning, do it all over again.
No, that's incredible. So there's several things that we want to catch up on and clarify. What you share with us requires some context, of course, as always. Now, first off, we want to make certain that the status of your wife's health is improved. She had, of course, the contracted, if I remember correctly, the COVID-19.
No. It was a pulmonary embolism. She had a blood clot in her lung.
Oh, okay.
Yep. She was having difficulty breathing because of the blood clot in her lung, and they never tested her for COVID to see if it was, which it wasn't. They after CT and everything. Well, first they just did a regular X-ray, so they diagnosed it as pneumonia and sent her home. And then she ended up, the pain never subsided, and it just got worse, and she wasn't able to sleep. So she went in. And actually, funny story about that is, after everything happened, she was out of work for 2-3 weeks. The insurance company they didn't pay her out anything for being off work or for the injury or the hospital trip or anything, because of one stipulation: she didn't require oxygen when she stayed at the fucking hospital, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. So I mean, we bit that bullet. Yeah.
Oh
So
my
that
God.
yeah, that
That's
sucked.
just that's just so unjust. I'm so sorry. That's so upsetting. Is there any way you can appeal that?
So right now, because she has a so she has her regular health, her health insurance through Blue Cross, which is the insurance that denied her. She also has an insurance through the hospital that she works at. So we're waiting to hear back to see what they can do or what they're gonna do about it. So, with all hopes, it'll get covered or, whatever. But yeah, so that's where she's at with that. She's still on blood thinners. Actually, she was having pain in her shoulder. And that's actually how it started. She was having pain in her shoulder. So she went to the urgent care at work while she was at work one day. And they did the CT and everything, and they said actually that the blood clot had been healing, and that any pain or discomfort was just the damage caused from the initial embolism. So yeah.
So she's survived that. She doesn't want the that car. In terms of your plans in the past for moving to California, all of that was canceled. That's no longer in the works, right?
That's been basically terminated. She's 6 to 8 months on being. They're doing a case study on her right now. Not because of COVID vaccine or anything. They don't believe it was because of the vaccine or anything, but because her grandmother on her mom's side, she's half Puerto Rican, half Russian, and on her Puerto Rican side, her grandmother was 30 years old when she had a stroke, and her mother was 36 when she had a stroke, and her mother's actually paralyzed on the whole right side of her body. And her mother was a non-drinker, non-smoker, non anything, and they all carry the sickle cell trait. They don't have sickle cell, but they carry the trait. Same as my son and my daughter. They carry the sickle cell trait.
So this means, of course, there was some black blood in the background.
Yes, they
Pointing.
have. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they have a lot of Congo and I think Chad
Wow.
and yeah. So there's a couple. I think my wife is like 30 30%, 40%. I think it's like African, and then it's Ashkenazi Jewish
Yeah. That's right.
and whatever the Russian. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. It's just quite a cosmopolitan individual, and you're so fortunate to have her, of course. And we've mentioned this before, and thank God that you're with us tonight to express the fact that you're still going to be in place, and you've got the other cafeteria. I guess that's the proper word for it. You'll be working essentially. You'll be running what's called a cafe outlet or something.
So I mean, no, it's literally the size of like a star the inside of a Starbucks is bigger than this. So it's basically like I have a steamer, a couple refrigerators, then it bends around. It's kind of like a U shape around a wall, and then that back there in the back side of of it that's parallel that you don't see from the front. It has like the more refrigerators, the dishwashers, freezers. But yeah, so it's not too big of a space, but I mean it'll be enough just for me to take an order and make it. I'm not gonna do like I do the carne asada or the pollo asada, which is grilled chicken or grilled steak. I won't be doing that there because they don't have an overhead hood, so it'll just be pretty much vented foods. Like so. I have like ground beef on the steamer, maybe do shredded chicken, have my beans and rice. I could do like enchilada gravy, do wet burritos or whatever. So just simple things I can go in and out, just push in and out. Well, I think